Hello everybody, welcome to another video. This is Scent Vibes, and today we will be reviewing a fragrance by Mancera. It is called Hindu Kush. Thank you guys for stopping by again. We're going to go ahead and get into this review. Sit back, roll my intro. So this is Mancera's Hindu Kush. This is a fragrance that came out in 2018. So this fragrance has been out for a little while. It's not an old fragrance by any means, but it is a fragrance that is not necessarily new. Now, first off, I want to go ahead and thank you guys for stopping by and checking out another video. We're on our way to 500 subscribers, and I really appreciate you guys for checking out my content. I really do enjoy, talking to you guys in my comment section. So if you guys have anything you would like to say in my comment section, go ahead and chat down below. But this fragrance has been out for a little bit, and some people have suggested that I try it. So I finally got my nose on this fragrance, and I've been testing it out for about a week and a half or so. So what I want to say about this fragrance, we'll go ahead and get into that now. So let's go ahead and get into the notes. So Mancera's Hindu Kush opens up with top notes of incense, cannabis, spices, labdanum. Yes, I said cannabis. In the middle notes is woody notes, patchouli leaf. Base notes, you have amber, guacwood, vanilla pods, and musk. Now guys, let me go ahead and give you a little spray of what you'll be getting. Now this is the magnetic cap. I just wanted to show you guys that. So let me go ahead and give it a spray on hand. Guys, oh my gosh, it smells so good. I really do like this scent. I was a little afraid because I'm not a big fan of cannabis. Like, I'm not a big fan of weed. Like the bud, like how it smells after it's smoked or when it's smoked, it just doesn't give a good smell to me. But this right here, you can smell like some type of undertones of the herb there, but it's not like a dominating scent. The dominating scent, at least in the opening for me, there's some fruity undertones that are in this fragrance. I don't care what you want to say, there has to be some type of fruity undertones in this fragrance. There's the incense, you get the boost of the patchouli leaf, you get some of the vanilla in the opening, and all of that just melds together to form a very, a fragrance that's kind of in your face. So fair warning there, this fragrance will shout in the opening. It's not a subtle scent at all, but that's not a bad thing, at least to my nose. It smells very good. It's kind of like a herbal, fruity, incensey type of opening. It's a very unique type of smell. And when it dries down, when it dries down, it starts to give off more of a kind of warming, inviting, calming type of vibe. You get some of the spices in the fragrance that starts to come through. The cannabis, it's not really there anymore for real. Not for real. You get more so the patchouli, vanilla, musk, and those spices again. Like it has a nice calming effect in the dry down. So this fragrance is pretty good, guys. That's what you're going to be getting with the smell of the fragrance. The cannabis is not as cushy as you would think it would be, but it's more of a underground player in this fragrance. Now let's go ahead and talk about the performance. Now guys, something weird happened when I got this bottle. When I was actually testing it out, I saw on the bottle that I did not have a batch code. I want to show you guys that.
I'm being played.
I don't know if you can see that, but on the batch code is actually, there's something on it. It's either been scratched off or rubbed off. I don't know, but it's not here. And so I was a little concerned. So I did message Aura Fragrances. This was recently, as of yesterday. So I decided I'm not going to wait for the response. I'm just going to go ahead and go ahead and record the video, and then I will comment in the section below, let you guys know what they said about that. But I also did some research and saw that Some retailers or some companies, some houses, well, when they send their fragrances, they won't send it with their batch code. They'll do that to some gray markets sellers. So people were saying there's nothing to really worry about, because there's been reports of other fragrances having that same thing happen with the Manceras. But I've ordered several fragrances from Aura Fragrances, and I do not have any problem with any of them. I got batch codes for every single one of them. It's not on the box. I mean, guys, you can see this is a legit box. So I brought that up, guys, because the performance is a little different. So there's no knock on the longevity of the fragrance. No knock on the longevity at all. The fragrance will last 8+ hours on skin. However, the projection isn't as strong as I thought it was going to be. After about an hour, that loud opening, it starts to dial it back a lot. This fragrance will shout well past your arm. If you spray enough on it, might even be a room filling scent. However, after that hour, it starts to recede back, and this could be olfactory fatigue. It could be maybe my fragrance hasn't gotten enough air inside of it, hasn't macerated long enough. I don't know, but that could be the case, because a lot of Mancera fragrances have that issue with the magnetic hats that some people reported, that the performance isn't as strong as the screw cap. But let's go ahead and bring it back. So the performance, as far as the projection, is only about an hour, and then within that 2 hours, it starts to become more of a skin scent. You have like a little bubble, and you can smell yourself every so often. But after maybe that 4 hours, it's really a skin scent. It's gone. Like it's not that it's gone, but it's just not something that you're not going to be able to notice it until you put your nose up to your skin. So guys, I feel a little weird about it. Reason why I was looking for the batch code, I wanted to ask you guys, because I wanted to know if your batch performs the same way. Now this is a recent purchase, so my assumption is this is a 2021 batch or 2022 batch. But let's go ahead and talk about the character, guys. So the character is there. You get a very unique scent. There's not a ton of transformation. You get the opening and the dry down, but you're not going to get a fragrance that smells like this at all. I've never smelled a fragrance that smelled like this. However, I've never smelled a fragrance that has a cannabis note in it. So this is my first time getting my nose on a fragrance that has that cannabis note. But still, I do think this is very unique. You're not going to find anybody that smells like you when you spray this on. Now, let's go ahead and jump into a pill. Guys, I'm going to caution you, because this fragrance is strong with the patchouli. It's strong with the incense. And that cannabis note, if your nose is able to pick it up, which I'm able to pick it up, but it's just not a strong note. If you don't like any of those notes, you might not want to pick this fragrance up. A full bottle of it up at least. Get a sample, because this might not be for you. But if you like all those notes, you got nothing to worry about. Now, I do like this fragrance. It's not a love for me, but I do really like it. As far as the seasons go, could you wear this all year round? I haven't had a problem in the heat. It hasn't been super hot out here in Florida as it has been in the summertime, but it has been in the 80s, and I've worn it in the 80s. Yes, you might say that's hot, but in Florida, 90 plus is what we're considering hot. 80s is like a relief to us. But now it's 80s, 70s. I've worn it in that, and it hasn't really bothered me. So I would say springtime weathers, mild summertime heat, I think you can get away with wearing this fragrance, and even throughout the rest of the year. So this could be as long as you agree with those notes that are in this fragrance, I don't think it's going to be a really cloying fragrance. Now, where could you wear this fragrance? This might be a little challenging at work, but since this fragrance actually sits close to the skin, if you get past that hour mark before you get to work, you might not have to worry about nobody choking anybody out. Now, if you got that super sensitive person that doesn't like the note of cannabis, you might have, dude calling HR on you. Hey, Jimmy, we got little Buster working in the back. I think he smoked up a little doobie, and I think you need to test them.
Boy, if you don't get...
Anyway, but guys, I think you can wear this at work because it does sit fairly close to the skin after a little while. I believe you can wear this in the evening as well, just like this chill type of environments. Now, guys, I believe this is a more male dominant scent, more masculine scent, just because of those notes. They're a little aggressive. There is some fruitiness in this fragrance, and there's some vanilla in this fragrance. So maybe some females might gravitate towards it, but I think this is more of a masculine scent. Now let's go ahead and talk about the value, guys. I don't have to talk about value too much. Manceras, they give you a lot for your money. You can get you can grab them from retailers that discount them heavily. And guys, just buy them from a legit retailer and you got nothing to worry about. This fragrance is going to do you well. You don't have to worry about value. The value is there as long as you enjoy the scent. Now, overall, guys, like I said earlier, I do like the scent, but it's not a love for me. I really do like it. I mean, it's more so among the range where I feel like the scent is is crippled by the performance. There's nothing wrong with the smell at all. The smell is actually pleasing, but the performance is a little disappointing because I don't really notice it after like 2 hours. So guys, I had to discount my score, and if you guys have ever seen my videos before in the past, then you know that I give my fragrance rating. So my final rating of this fragrance, mainly due to the performance, I'm gonna give this an 8.5. It's actually a really good fragrance. The smell is very unique if that's something that you're looking for. However, you're looking for something mass appealing, I don't think this fragrance is for you. But yeah, guys, this is how I felt about Mancera's Hindu Kush. Let me know, guys, in the comment section below. 2 things. Have you smelled it? Actually, 3 things. Have you smelled it? What's your performance on it? And have you ever gotten a bottle with a scratched off batch code like that? I don't think I have anything to worry about as far as this not being a legit scent. I believe it's legit. I just believe Mancera scratched off the batch code for their own reasons. All right, guys, I appreciate you guys for checking out another video. This is Scent Vibes. My name is Josh, signing off. Deuces.